What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy AG the Dad in the Light of a Warrior. Sorry we're a little bit late because the MS Warrior, man, did she have a relapse or did she have a flare up? Um, I don't know. But we have her here. We told you this is her journey. Um, so we're gonna stick with it. I told her whether she's good or bad, we got to do it. So she's in the hospital, but we still got her. So I'm gonna bring her up right now. What's going down?
Hey, guys. Hey, AG, the dad. How are you?
I'm all right. I see that you you in the hospital.
Yes, home away from home when I don't feel well.
Well, so what happened?
Okay, so as you guys know, last weekend I posted, went to Reno, Nevada. I had a good time. Came home Sunday, Saturday, woke up Sunday. Sunday was good. Woke up Monday and not so good. And that's where it all started, actually. So I've had some symptoms of like getting the chills, but not, when you get the chills, it's like usually your whole body or your upper body gets the chills, your head, your arms, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's not like that. It's not like that kind of chill, like, oh, it's chilly in here and you get the cold, the cold chills real quick. It's not like that kind of chill. It's like and that part, whatever part of my body skin is feeling that, it literally gets the raised bumps. And you know what, let me start out because this is kind of different than what I'm used to, but let me give you my disclaimer as well. So hey everybody, I didn't start this off right. um Anything and I say on the podcast this evening, I am not depicting myself to be a doctor. Actually, I'm under doctor care right now myself. As you guys can see, I am in the hospital. So if you have anything going on and you need medical attention, either you need 911, um, or always consult your medical team with your symptoms. If you're not feeling well, give them a call. They're the best persons who can give you professional advice in what you need to do in your situation. Okay, so no, not by any means am I a doctor or portray to be. Okay, now that that's out of the way. Um, so yeah, these weird chill things are coming and they're sporadically over different parts of my body, but repeatedly on my right leg, multiple times a day. Now that has been happening for about 2.5, 3 weeks now. I had experienced this before, but it never turned into a relapse or a flare. But when I was diagnosed in 2017, I had the same feeling, but it was on my left arm, wrapped around my kind of my elbow up on my forearm. And it was felt like my arm was bruised, you know, and that lasted 2 weeks. My skin was tender. And I do believe I talked about this on our very first podcast of diagnosis with me. And so nothing happened then, but this time I'm guessing, and it's more, and it's lasting longer. So I'm guessing that it was leading, that was a warning sign that my system was overreacting to something was going on. And then and I'm going to be drinking water periodically, and dry throat and stuff, it's all part of what's going on. So excuse me. Hey, if y'all got water, drink up. So into the week, and I do remember mentioning Tuesday's podcast, AG, I wasn't 100%. I wasn't I hadn't bounced back from the weekend. I just thought because I felt wonderful that weekend. I really did. I felt really, really good. I felt like $1,000,000 and I was proud of myself. And I was like, yeah, I got control of this MS and it's in the back seat and I'm driving my car and, taking control. And I was like, man, I had a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Even Sunday, now I came back home on Saturday, had been gone 2 days. And I just knew I'm going to pay for it when I get home because my MS doesn't allow me 2 days like that. You know, 2 days outings is is rough for me. So Sunday I woke up and I was like, wow, hey, felt fine. And then Monday, like I said, hit me. So Monday, Tuesday, I laid down, stayed chill and just relax and rest. And usually I do that anyway after an outing, so my body can recoup because I always feel the after effect,
Mm-hmm.
to where I can't and never make plans the next day after doing the outing because I'll have to cancel. I can't do it. So, the body, the MS body just doesn't allow you. My MS body doesn't allow me to do that. But um, so Tuesday, sorry guys, I'm getting a knock. I'm fine. Yes,
It's all
thank
good.
you.
I mean, this is reality TV at its finest right now. Uh,
Yeah,
this is real
that was
time.
my nurse.
You know, it's funny you mentioned some of the stuff you're saying. That you were like, man, I'm feeling great 2 days and stuff like that. My concussion was like that, and I was like, you know what? I don't need this medication. And after the
Oh,
medication wore off, it was boom, right back to the same. Oh man, it was all bad.
feelings. Yeah, crazy, huh?
So yeah, so
Yeah,
let me tell you, that doctor's advice, follow them. Don't follow mine. Don't follow the MS Warriors.
right.
Tell them what's going on with you and follow their advice. We're not doctors. We're just giving you the journey she's on with MS. And, every now and then I throw in my concussion and tell you what I've been going through with that.
Yeah, because we hit along the same notes of some side effects. Different illnesses, you can have the same side effects as somebody else with something totally different. That's just
Hmm.
how we're made.
Right, right.
Do you
Hello?
see anybody? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. Do you see Jason or Josh? I know everybody. I've been in touch with them.
There's somebody on your stuff, but go ahead. Just do your thing. Don't worry
Okay.
about that.
Okay. I just
Waking up.
you. Uh-oh.
Uh,
Glitches, glitches.
there we
Hello.
go. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You guys just got to remember we're streaming this. AG is trying to do his best and streaming this from my hospital bedside. So Wi-Fi is not that hot here. So,
Yes.
but anyhow, AG, you just let me know when you've disconnected me and I'll, do my best to try and catch up. So with that being said, let me get to the real deal why I'm here. Okay. So during the week, things I thought, okay, give me a couple days, I'm gonna bounce back, like normal. Well, this that week, I didn't bounce back. Things started getting worse, you know, and kind of staying mid. And then I was like, okay, this is crappy right now. So let me ride this out. Well, I went out on an outing that week. I woke up one day and I was thinking, okay, hey, this ain't too bad. I might be bouncing back. Leaving my house was the worst. And we're all grown here, right? Worst fucking thing that I could have done. And I want to kick myself in the ass for it because the next day I was, oh my God, I did not feel well at all. I felt honestly that I was having a relapse. I was like, God darn it, shit, why is this happening? Right. So, anywho, come come the end of the week, a little bit more symptoms, and I said, shit, you know what? Sunday, I woke up not
Shit.
feeling.
Did you say shit? And Sunday? Every day is shit talking Sundays. I missed the first shit,
You
but I had to hit the
did.
second shit. Every day is shit talking Sundays. Back to our story.
Yes, you missed the first one really big time. So, so I was like, okay, what do I do? I was feeling mediocre, and I was like, you know what, Celeste, don't fucking wimp out right now. Don't jump ahead. Wait one more day. If you totally are feeling like you're going to pass out, then get to the ER. I'm trying to, give it some time, because I'm thinking, okay, this doesn't totally feel like a relapse. Was it because I did too much on the weekend? I kind of overdid it, and my body is, taking some time bouncing back. So that's the path I was on. I was giving myself some time, right? So Monday, I woke up and I was like, uh-oh, no, um, I better call a doctor, see what's going on. I really didn't feel well. So yesterday I decided, got up and I was like, you know what, I told Larry, I said, yeah, I think I better go in. It's getting worse, it's not getting better. So he was like, put your clothes on, let's go. So got in here, and you know, they know me pretty well here, and they pull up my phone and like, oh, you've done pretty good. We haven't seen you since last year. And I was like, I know, right? And they still rolled out the red carpet for me, had my little name at the end of it and all that stuff. And, so I was waiting for a few hours actually, and they were trying to get a hold of my neurologist and trying to get a hold of their neurologist here, whichever, come first. They didn't want to treat me. So the message came back as, um, we need to do an MRI before we treat you. And I was like, crap, okay. So I was trying to avoid the MRI thing. Who wants to go to MRI? And for me, I'm so lucky that mine's usually 4 hours long. And I already have to take medicine to get in the damn thing. So I'm thinking, oh, Celeste, you knew it. You knew it, but you was hoping it didn't happen. At this point, I'm like, man, I hate this part, but I love the treatment because I know that's what I need to feel better, to come back to myself, to stop the attack. And then I was thinking, okay, next month is be a year that I've been on the Kesimpta, and that's when I can have an MRI to check to see if there's any progression, from the disease, or if the Kesimpta has stopped it in its tracks. So I was like, okay, kill two birds with one stone, just a little bit sooner than anticipated. And then I got to thinking, I said, okay, well, here's my opportunity too to talk to these doctors about uh, JC virus, which is called John Cunningham virus. And warriors can be more susceptible to, depending on their medication of choice, their treatment, that can cause a fatal brain infection, which that's called, it's the short of it is called PML, but the word is progressive multifocal leukoencephalopathy. Okay. A lot of our medications, unfortunately, that we have to choose from as treatment, we're at risk for these infections. So I said, okay, now that you guys got me here, well, MS got me here, thank you, MS, without a plane ticket. I asked the neuro, I said, well, can you please test me for this virus, being that I'm here? And he said, okay, well, we are admitting you. And I said, you are? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, so let's do any and every test that I want done to their capacity, right? Some of the tests be like, well, your doctor has to do that, and da da da. You know how they do you, especially coming into an ER, they're gonna fix you for what your emergency is, but anything else, even if it's related, they want you to get worked up by your neurologist or your rheumatoid arthologist, all of them, So anyway, I was like, okay, so, but this for short, JC virus, um, in a hospital setting, they could do your blood work and send it out, but they don't do that with, they want immediate result, to see what's going on with you. But um, the plus side for me with this MRI is they can see any brain infection on an MRI. So, of course, so I got to knock out three birds with one stone, guys. So I got to see if I'm in a relapse, if I have new lesions or new activity on the brain, the JC virus, and what other one was it? Oh, my yearly, MRI. So three things got knocked out, so okay, so I'm waiting hours. They take me, and mind you, um, I have to be not sedated, but I have to be relaxed before I can be in this machine. And when I have the MRI done, and a lot of us warriors, if we have MS, 9 times out of 10, you don't have it just in the brain, you have it down your neck and your spine. So that's 3 MRIs in one, with contrast, without contrast. And those of you who don't know contrast, what that means is the dye they put in your body that lights up, that goes to those areas that have activity. And when it lights up on the scan, that's showing you have active lesions that's causing your relapse. So, okay, so they get me drugged up, and I'm like, oh man, y'all barely got me drugged. I'm still awake. I want to be sleepy, sleepy so I can hang. And I was like, how long is this test? She goes, oh, hour and a half. And I said, really, not 4 hours? And she goes, no, lucky you, huh? And I said, yes, I'll take that in a minute. Slide me on in. So I hung. I didn't have, they give you a little bowl, and mind you, AG, you probably had went through this with a concussion. They put this thing over my head. I feel like the Juggernaut, that box the Juggernaut has over the head in 13 Ghosts of movies. Well, mine is locked from the ears all the way around, and it sits this close to my nose, guys. So with that on and being in the machine that is this close, to your face, someone can get overwhelmed and want the frig out, right? So now, mind you, brain, neck, and spine. So they do it for so long, and then they take me out, and they got to switch the board underneath me and put me back in and do all that spiel again and all that crap. They take me out 3 times and put me back in. So hour and a half altogether. So, and I'm being scrunched, mind you, because then they put these foam pad. They put um, the little orange hearing plugs in, and she pushed her finger damn near to China through one ear. But I was like, okay, I know she's trying, to help me, so I'm not going to complain. And then she put this big block of foam on both sides. I mean, my jaws were literally like this because I was in there so tight. And I was like, okay, so I'm in there an hour and a half. Everything goes smooth. She was sweet, sweet lady, and I wasn't trying to give nobody a hard time. And I'm not feeling well. And, me, if you know me, it's so easy for me to, bring out the claws. And I was just like, no, I want to be relaxed and sleepy and get through this and whatever. But the time really did go by quick. I was really kind of shocked. I was thinking, okay, maybe I'm a little bit more sleepy than what I thought I was, because it went by, like a piece of cake. So anyway, get out, do all that. And now we're evening time. So, you know, chilling, my blood work, they took blood work, my blood work's fine. They did x-ray of my chest, fine, EKGs, fine. So, the rest of the evening day just kind of went by, did the things that you do at the hospital and that's it. So didn't get my results, in till today, and which those are, and it's good news. It's good news. I do not have any new lesions, and that's terrific because then that means new lesions are not causing what I'm going through right now. Okay, so that's awesome. That's saying the medication Kesimpta I am on has stopped the progression now a year. That's what that means. So right on with the Kesimpta, and I was so afraid that I was going to get bad news. A year ago, next month is when I got the bad news that I had more lesions on my brain. And I didn't want to hear that a year later again, you know, especially being on a once a month Kesimpta. I haven't had no major side effects. Once a month, lickety split, boom, bam, done. Even though I have the little smallest side effects, but the upside, the positive outweighs those little negatives. So I was relieved because I was thinking, if this test come back negative, or positive that I have new lesions, I'd have to start all over from scratch. There's not too many more options that I have, you guys, before having to turn to now. My injecting and infusions are, I get to stay home and do auto inject into a part of my body. With an infusion, you cannot. You have to go to a cancer center. And some of them, you have to be in a hospital setting because they have to monitor your heart for up to hours after. And some of these you have to do once a month. Some of them are every 3 months, and some are every 6 months. Some are once a year. Some of them are, you cannot be on them more than 2 to 3 years. So when your selection starts to diminish, you get kind of scared, like, okay, ma'am, what am I going to do next? I have researched medicines from day one, and I
Mm-hmm.
never stopped. Even though I'm on Kesimpta, I still research because there may be a time that my body rejects Kesimpta, or it's not doing what it should be doing, and I have to switch. This is
Mm-hmm.
my fourth treatment. This is the only chemo drug as yet that I've been on. The last three weren't chemotherapy drugs. They give this into cancer patients at a higher dose. The other three were not. The last two were orals, and it killed my GI, my gut, and it threw me into a world with the blood clot in my spleen. The prior 3 years, Copaxone did what I thought was really good, my first DMT, but now being on Kesimpta and seeing the difference, that wasn't doing so great either. But I was living. In the beginning of finding out that you have MS, you really, even though you read, see stories, some good and not so good. The awareness groups that I belong to, you guys, I have seen people will pass away from complications of multiple sclerosis at my age and younger. So you are really frightened of the unknown until you get into knowing yourself, knowing these medications, how other people live, how other people live and how other people live, and they end up passing. You've got to know, you've got to research, and you've got to learn what's out there, because education is key. And when I started learning that education part and doing what I've learned off my body and what's out there, it's just
Mm-hmm.
not the medication that can make you live more of that saying, live your best life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can, but you gotta live MS. Don't let MS live you.
Right.
So
Uh, real quick, everybody. If you haven't by now left us, that means you're definitely interested in what we're talking about. So don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to
Yes.
hit that subscribe button. And if you want to build this
Yes.
so we can get even more information and build uh, this group even larger, then share. If you shared it every day,
Yes, please do.
share one, add one.
Yes.
So hit the notification button. It'll let you know whenever we're going live. But in case you did not know when we do that, we go live every Tuesday at what? 6 o'clock. All right. In the light of a warrior with Shit Talking Sunday. This is the MS Warrior, and I'm
Me.
AG the Dad. So back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 you guys, please. Um, one of my nurses came in, and I think someone's coming in now too as well. Hi. What? Yes, I haven't put up. I'm gonna eat in a little while because
So yeah, with her, she's
so far
in the
so
hospital. She's
no worries.
doing her testing and stuff like that. But just like I said, and she agreed that if we're gonna do this podcast, um, I don't care
So no
if
worries.
it's an emergency. We need to document it.
Thank you, Becca.
It's a journey, and we're not gonna let anything hold us back from that. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. Um, so we are definitely having technical difficulties today. Like I said, she's actually in the hospital, um, having a flare up. So we're trying to see if we can get her back on the thing. Uh, but as soon as I get a chance to get her back on, I guess we will come back on. If not, I hope people understand that the reason why she's we're doing this podcast real quick is because she's not feeling well, and I guess we should end it at this spot. But we will be back next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. All right. Sorry it was so short, guys. We had an emergency. All right. So everybody take it easy. Stay blessed. Peace.